Zurich has a very sustainable transportation system. It is an extremely walkable city, and it has extensive public transportation that allows people without cars to go anywhere and everywhere. The main issue with the system is that it doesn't include greenery into the system. When I went to Zurich before, um, one of the main streets had a giant cable car system. It was extensive and well working. There was buses everywhere, places to walk, but there wasn't a single tree in sight. So there's a lot of infrastructure that's there to help sustainable living, but there isn't enough greenery in Switzerland to to maintain biological sustainability. To just observe what Switzerland looked like in a wider area that I didn't visit, I used Google Maps and I just looked at the city, and in more suburban areas it's extremely green and there's a lot of gardens and um, there's a lot of community gardens and road greenery, and it's extremely sustainable. But in downtown Zurich and more urban areas, there are too much concrete without any trees or semi-permeable um, areas to let water seep, seep into the ground. I think the best way of changing Zurich's urban design is by adding more semi-permeable roads and walkways and including dirt in a lot of areas, because right now there's, even in like alleyways or residential complexes, there is very little greenery, and the greenery that is there is covered mainly with pavement, so it isn't even semi-permeable, it's just a tree with a very little patch of dirt. There's a gardening project called Me'el Skumes, and it has professional gardeners gardening in urban settings. So they pay people to have and maintain community gardens in urban settings. There's also processes of implementing vertical gardening, which is an extremely sustainable gardening method that can be put into more urban settings. By adding urban gardens, roof gardens, and community gardens like Mel Lumas, it can create a more biophilic urban system. And by implementing mainly gardens that have edible produce, this could also help with sustainable eating. There's a lot of waste in Switzerland, especially with food. So if there are community gardens, the respect for food that can come from that might have people respecting waste a lot more. And food waste can easily be put into compost that is directly put back into the community gardens. So there's a lot of aspects of community gardens that could help people live more sustainably.